We're on Lake Pepin, where yesterday some guy told us we would die if we would canoe it. Obviously not ideal conditions, but we're gonna see if we can make it happen. Alright, it's the morning of day 20. We stayed in that marina over there last night. And then today we're going to try and get to an island on the other side of St. Paul. The people at the marina last night were super nice. They just kind of let us set up a tent next door to their like fire pit or something, and gave us no trouble at all. So hopefully we can find more marinas and airports and public parks to sleep in for the next couple of months. So we've got a little bit of a game plan and a strategy for stealth camping, and we've only paid like $20 for places to stay in the last like 3 weeks, so we're doing pretty good. And also what we do is we only eat one meal a day basically, and we allow ourselves to like eat out. So last night we had Ethiopian food, and it was unbelievable. I think it was the first time that both of us had ever tried it, and it was delicious. We ate an ungodly amount of food. Are we kind of just on the other side of St. Paul now, and we're seeing like barge after barge. There's a train going by behind us. We kind of think like this might be what the rest of the river is going to look like, just in terms of like massive industrialization. Kind of feels like we're leaving like nature behind us, and I don't know, like the calm tranquility of the upper part of the river, and it just really does seem like a new chapter of the river. And we haven't seen a barge pass us yet. They've all been docked, but we're kind of excited to see what that's going to be like too. All right, we got our first encounter with the barge. We just kind of tucked ourselves up against the banks here. All right, we're trying to make it to Hastings. There's a lock there. We're about 7.5 miles out, but we're just getting beaten by a headwind right now. We're pushing so hard, and we're going like 3 miles an hour. So all of a sudden our like relatively chill day is turned into a grind. And once again, we're gonna go without eating anything today, and hopefully reward ourselves with like a restaurant or something in Hastings or Prescott, wherever we decide to go. But yeah, we're gonna push pretty hard for the next 2 hours to try and make it to that lock at a reasonable time. Then most likely have to maybe just hug the shore in the dark until we get to a campground. We'll let you know how it goes.
On today's episode of Where the Heck Are We Sleeping Tonight, I'll give you the grand tour. You can see the town of Prescott just to my left here. Follow me. Make sure to look twice before crossing the train tracks. We're almost there, just down this rocky embankment. Just right through this forest. Watch out for snakes and needles. And here we are at our humble abode.
Alrighty, day 22. Just over 3 weeks. Exciting stuff. We are pushing from the little town of Prescott, where we slept basically underneath a train last night, to a spot called Old Frontenac. So I think it's only like 26, 28 nautical miles, so not very much. We do have to go through a lock and dam number 3. So hopefully it's a really quick day for us. Doubtful, because we'll probably get a headwind, but we'll see what comes. We're just coming up on lock and dam number 3, so hopefully it's a quick one, and then we can zip through the last 12 miles of the day. How you doing today? What's that? We try to be. Yeah, sweet.
Where are you going?
Hopefully Louisiana.
Really?
Yeah.
At least you're doing it at the cool time of the year where you need to sweat all the time.
Yeah, no mosquitoes either.
Yeah.
You're the first person to point out the positives. Everyone else has called us crazy.
Oh, I see so many people do it every year.
Oh really? How many do you think you see?
No, good year you probably see 20, 30.
Okay.
You know,
Any this late?
not too many.
Have you seen some recently?
No.
No way.
They usually come, the ambitious, the real ones, the real go-getters come at the beginning, and then you get quite a few in the middle.
Alrighty guys, what a classic situation of should be a chill day, definitely is not a chill day that we have here. So we've been paddling, we're coming close to that 28 mile mark, which we thought we'd finish up for the day. Classic, we didn't. We thought we were gonna be camping up here. So this is apparently a cliffside campsite, definitely not beach access. So now we've got to paddle really hard across this giant lake, Lake Pepin, which we've been warned about for waves and headwinds, and we've been told we would die if we paddled it. So now we got to paddle into that to find a spot to camp tonight. Really exciting stuff.
All right, you got backwards hat James here and pirate peppered. That means it's go time. We're gonna push it to Long Point, which is about 2 miles away. When we get there, we're gonna decide if we're gonna push it all the way to Lake City that has a municipal campground. So from here, it's about 4.5 miles. Clearly the sun is setting. We're on Lake Pepin, where yesterday some guy told us we would die if we would canoe it. Obviously not ideal conditions, but we're gonna see if we can make it happen.
And of course, sun's going down. We have about 3 miles to go. Open water. This is not suggested route, boys.
We just made it to shore about 5 minutes ago. We came to the wrong side of the point. So now we gotta like portage our stuff into town. The campground's also closed, but we're just gonna set up there anyway. And we can smell fast food all around us too, so it's looking like a fast food night too, which is kind of nice.
Alrighty, day 23. We've been on a string of really hard days, every day which should have been chill. So today we've really decided to make it chill. We're going to be doing a crossing across Lake Pepin here. It's going to be an 8-mile crossing, followed by just a couple of miles after that is the town of Wabasha. Wabasha's got an eagle research center where we hope to learn about the eagles. We've been seeing a ton of them, so it's going to be really interesting to kind of take that knowledge forward as well.
Not sure if we'll be able to catch this on camera, but these are about like 5 or 6 mile an hour waves. guy at the lock said that at 10 miles we would die. So it just goes to show you, like, only like 5 or 6 miles is nothing really. But out here on Lake Pepin, 5 or 6 mile an hour winds like really can produce decent sized waves. Yeah, so we're not going to stick around to find out what 10 mile an hour winds. So if the wind does pick up, we're just going to head right to shore. But so far we can manage this. So
it's locked. I haven't had a shower in like 3 weeks. And I'm really sad now and really dirty.
Oh yeah. Eagles in general, but bald eagles in particular, they don't really like each other very much. They're a very non-social species, very solitary. They barely tolerate each other long enough to breed in the breeding season. That's how antisocial they can be. Okay, so you get that kind of territorial calm.
All right, a little recap of yesterday. We got slapped around on Lake Pepin, so then had to hug the shore until Wabasha. It didn't turn into a long day. We got into town around, I think, 2 o'clock, so it gave us enough time to kind of explore the city. We went to the National Eagle Center, and we had our guy Connor give us the rundown on eagles. We rapid fire questioned this guy, and he just had an answer for everything. So now we got the knowledge on eagles going forward, which is good. And then we went to a laundromat, and then we were looking forward all day to take a nice shower for the first time in like a couple of weeks. So we got our camp all set up, we got our laundry all done, and we walked over to the showers, closed for the season. So just another day being filthy and smelly. What are you gonna do?
We're leaving Wabasha to head to Winona. So we're having a hard time figuring out exactly how many miles it is. Our like nautical navigation map says it's anywhere between like 26 and 31. A blog online says it's 34, so we don't really know. We've got 3 locks to do though, so those will slow us down. And without a doubt, it will be windy, despite the fact the weather calls for no wind. So it'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully not a super long day, but get into the town, and we've heard good things about Winona, so we're excited for today. Okay, we're just paddling by Wabasha right now. You can see the Eagle Center right here, which we attended, and Connor informed us that when the eagles have to congregate here due to the upper Mississippi freezing, and this like center part stays relatively unfrozen, there can be upwards of 200 bald eagles in this tree line here. So it gets crazy, despite the fact they really don't like each other. They have to put up with each other for the fish. It's a cool little town. We are in Lock and Dam number 4. We called ahead and we just had to just time it with a couple of barges that were coming out. The boys had it like ready to go open for us. It was the fastest like entrance to a lock we've had yet. So getting a little more efficient at this. We're loving it. James is making lock snacks back there.
All right, we made it to our campsite here just outside of Winona. That's Winona right here. We're drying out our tent fly. Yeah, we've been working on our knots. Tent is definitely on a big slant. That's life. And maybe we're gonna be making it through or making it out of Minnesota tomorrow or the next day. So we're almost through with Minnesota. On the next episode, a riverboat casino and a race against time. It's noon now, and we're probably about 3.5, 4 hours out, so timing's gonna be tough, but we're gonna paddle super hard to get to that buffet on time.